Hello guys, welcome back. I want to talk about, how a lot of times Loki will hand us a solution and we just won't take it. And I might end up discussing something someone has told me, not one of you guys, but they're a person that will tell everyone who will listen, everyone who won't listen, and they've told everybody on Facebook, so I'm not sharing anybody's, laundry. Um, Loki had given me a solution today to, wanting to have Chick-fil-A, and that I've wanted it for years. Keep in mind, I've wanted Chick-fil-A for years, but I finally got an opportunity to get it. So I had to take advantage of it, but I had to meet him halfway. As Loki says, he's good, but he's not that good. If I had demanded that the Chick-fil-A mysteriously show up on my front porch, hand delivered with a sign of love from Loki, I would still be wanting Chick-fil-A. I wouldn't have it. Same thing for any of the stuff for my birthday. I wished for years and years and years to be able to get like a little bit of, stuff for my birthday, and I just never saw the obvious solution that was there this whole time. They had this, craft beer for decades. And there were other plenty of solutions too. You could always make your own stuff, go out and buy it super early, wait until whatever. Solutions were always there. But if I'm going to demand a very specific solution, like Black Forest cake from a Denver bakery or something, that might be impossible. Loki will give us practical solutions, is what he will do. And this person who I was going to discuss, and I might as well because it's a good example too, I love her to death. And she's been handed a solution by, say, God, the universe, whomever makes you comfortable. She does have a lot of bills. She has a lot of health problems. She has a lot of problems. But she also has a solution. Her family has been begging her and begging her and begging her to move in. Provided she's not making this stuff up. But they've been begging her to move in. They will not only pay all of her bills, they will help her, get rid of all of her property, settle all the stuff. She will be taken care of for the rest of her life, treated like a queen. But because it's not the solution she wants, it's the solution she's refusing. She says, well, I don't want to move in with that person. I want to move in with this person. I said, well, that person obviously can't take you in. I said, I'm sorry, honey, but this is the cards you've been dealt. You either accept it or you get nothing. I'm not trying to be a bitch about it, but, sometimes we're handed solutions that they're pretty good. She would be with someone who loves and cares about her, and she would be well provided for, but that's not the one she wants because that's not her favorite. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, honey, but the favorite can't take you. This should probably tell you something about evaluating who your favorite people are. And she don't want to hear it because that's not what she wants. And she believes that if she's stubborn enough and angry enough and bitter enough at the rest of the world, because the rest of the world's getting what it wants, she'll get it too. And it never works that way. I could have came home in a flood of tears and said, instead of accepting the ability to get stuff ready for, say, my birthday and stuff, and accept the ability to scramble and get some Chick-fil-A, I could have came home and cried that it wasn't delivered to my door, and Loki could have done nothing for me except for say, well, it was there. What more do you want? For me to deliver it? I'm good, but I'm not that good. And that's what he would have told me. And I had noticed some other stuff too, where it didn't quite work out today. Like, I thought I was on a roll with the universe, right? And I thought I could use this 20% coupon on something that was already on sale. Don't worry, I didn't buy it, and it did not work out that way. So I did not get it for almost 50% off. I'm like, oh, okay. And instead of laying down and listening to my body, instead of laying down, listening to my body, I drug all my camera equipment outside. And because the universe or Odin or someone or Loki was like, you need to sleep, I think it was Loki, the camera broke down 3 times right on the first video. But no, I wasn't going to listen, so I schlepped the camera all over the yard. And do you know that everything that could happen to screw up all these shots did? Children were screaming, and I'm like, where the hell did children come from in this town? Oh yeah, it's summer, damn it. Children are screaming, dogs are barking, parents are screaming at children and dogs, cars are backfiring, car alarms are going off, fire whistles going off, all this garbage and noise. It was like whomever, or just random chance, was saying, bag it in, man. You're not going to get it today. Go lay down. So I come back in and I'm all pissed off and I'm all angry because I didn't get my way 100% of the time. I got an amazing morning, but I already had a bad mood because that amazing morning didn't become an amazing afternoon. So I was basically a little brat about it. And I eventually laid down, but I'm like laying there like, you know how you lay down when you're mad? Like you're basically a toddler having a tantrum. And I'm like, rum, 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 rum. And it took me a couple hours because as Odin will use rational thought, Loki will agitate me on purpose. He'll come up and go, ee! And he'll agitate me on purpose to get it all out of my system. He wanted to play. He wanted to play and have fun and be cute and charming. And that wasn't working, even though I was trying to respond. It wasn't working. So he's like, okay, not going to play with me? Okay, I'm going to wind you up and just let you go. And then once you calm down a little bit, you'll be willing to work with me. He doesn't always play fair. So we did that. And Loki was looking at me because we had watched this gentleman yesterday. And both Loki and Odin were chanting, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Because this guy is talking about how we're all going to ascend near the end of the month. And they're both like, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. You're not going to this conference. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. And I think the guy's just one of those people that sells people what they want to hear. Do positive thoughts help? Yes. A positive mindset can help you move mountains. Are we all going to become ascended masters and get whatever we want? Of course not, because today was a prime example. I wanted to be able to film in absolute silence. Children wanted to scream, dogs wanted to bark, and parents just wanted to yell at everybody because they were mad that nobody respected their authority. And he's like, good South Park reference. So, it was one of those things. We weren't all going to get our way. There were going to be winners and losers. And I think everybody lost today because everybody was agitated at that particular moment in time. It was like the universe was saying, okay, you, shut up, go inside. And do you know when I came inside, everybody else went inside too? You ever notice that? You go inside because you're just bagging it in, and everybody else is like, okay, I did my part. I annoyed you. And they all go inside too. It's like magic, right? So it was just one of those days where he's like, all the self-help gurus and attainment gurus are fine so far as that goes. But when it starts telling you unreasonable stuff, like you're going to get your way 1,000% of the time because you're God, that's just not going to happen. About 10 or 12 or 20 people suck at being God apparently in this town because none of us got our way. It's just not going to happen. There are going to be times when we're going to get a no, either from Loki or from the universe or from whomever, because it's good for us. We should learn how to handle disappointment and say, well, I do favor thinking things happen for you instead of to you for most things, but I don't favor thinking it's all going to always go our way. I chose to have a really bad reaction to that one. The first half of my day was fantastic, and I was dancing around and going, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I was eating Chick-fil-A and donuts and watching, I got my DVD player out and we were watching that, and I found out I couldn't play DVDs, so all this crazy stuff happened, and I could have really enjoyed today, but I had to want everything because somebody told me I'm God. Now I know better. I know I'm not divinity so far as I know, because if I was divinity, I wouldn't have done that to myself. But every so often, Loki's like, nah, you're not God. I'm about to prove it. Did I ever mention I'm the God of chaos? So, yeah, he's back here squealing. He's happy. So, yeah, every so often, Loki takes back over, and he's like, I haven't been with you a while. Chaos for everyone. Ha 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 ha. I'm sure it's half the reason the internet went down again today. It's like, he was just like, you have to bag it in. You're not going to get everything you want. And Loki will be the first God to tell us no. I know there are billions of books and websites and articles that say God will always say yes. Not if the God's named Loki. He'll just look at you and laugh. And he was actually on the ground today laughing hysterically, looking at me going, God, God, he's looking at me. God, God, manifest something. You're God, manifest a cheeseburger right now. I need to see this. God, please help me. And he's laughing and he's holding his sides and is shrieking with laughter. And Odin's just looking at him like, this is why we can't have nice things. And they both had fun with it. They both did. They really enjoyed it. But they were right. I got greedy. I know I got greedy. And Loki doesn't mind greedy until it gets to the point where it's annoying to him. And he's like, no, everything's not going to roll your way 1,000% of the time. Life is just life. And I think he wanted to steer me away because he's like, what the hell is it about you and any dumbass theory you see that's too improbable to be true? You're like, because he said, if you were an ascended master, wouldn't I have told you by now? Oh, no. Oh, you're stupid. Go be an ascended master. See where it gets you. Say hello to Jesus and Gandhi for me. It's a smart ass. But, we kind of need knockdown. I think we humans start to work with the divine. And we get excited. And then we get too excited. And we are the divine. And then we suddenly think we can do everything. And when it doesn't work our way, it was because our higher self didn't want it to work. And the gods are just standing around like, who actually originally designed them? Because I don't remember them being this dumb. Common sense would tell you if we were all divinity, this place would be basically chill because we would have had to have figured it out by now. But, I'm not trying to step on somebody's personal voice, but we do have to safeguard ourselves against following stuff that we know very well is too good to be true. I could have sat here today and try to manifest Chick-fil-A. It wouldn't have worked. But I went out because I was nosy, and Chick-fil-A was there. Now, I had to put out the money for it, but I still got it. And I know that it's at least partially due to Loki and Odin because they let me be in my snit and they didn't have me stop and talk to that friend. Because had she mentioned Chick-fil-A while I was in a snit, I would have been really in a snit and I really wouldn't have gone. So me not stopping, as unfantastic as that was, because in a way I taught her to be like that, is what got me set up for the opportunity to go. So sometimes even when stuff doesn't work out our way, it does in a roundabout way. I can still use the video. There's still ways to take all the noise out, so you don't hear me go in the background. But, and you may see that video someday, you may not. I thought I was the next Adam Ansel, and I think instead of overexposing everything, it's underexposed. What are you gonna do? Them's the breaks, man. So, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.